I usually don't do lives in the morning unless I have received some powerful messages that really resonate for me to share. So I'm going to just give it a moment to see who's going to come onto the chat before we dive into the message that has been screaming at me for a few weeks now. And I have slowed down to listen. And then when I wasn't, I got another reminder to slow down again. There's more. And then, so finally, after being sick twice, breaking my toe, having some snowstorms, I was able to really slow all the way down to receive the important message that I could have received all along without having to go through all that, honestly. But anyway, so I talk about the sun a lot, and not just the solar flares and the solar weather, but what are we receiving from the sun? Especially at this time, which, as I'm doing this live, I'm going to say today is February 2nd, so by the 4th, we should probably be experiencing another very big solar storm, solar wind stream from a newer coronal hole that is moving in our direction. So, I want to talk about this energy before we have those impacts yet again, and it kind of can jolt us, our physical body and our nervous system, and what it does is it brings up emotions, it brings up any kind of physical stuff that needs detox. I mean, I have a pimple here. My body's just like, wow, it's doing all kinds of things. And yes, I could go with all the scientific explanations, yet I can't deny the messages that have come across in my waking state and in my dream state. So this energy from the sun, there's two different types of light, photonic light and light codes, which is information, which is streaming to us from the sun. And when we are not conscious of that, when we are not aware of what is happening on a quantum level, at the level of physics, at the level of our physical body, and we keep pushing and pushing and pushing to keep up with our old routines, or just going about our day, mostly unconscious, not aware of what the physical body's picking up, not aware of the extreme emotions that continue to rise to the surface, we're not going to be able to receive the information that we're meant to receive. So I did do a Facebook post the other day, and it seemed to resonate with a lot of people. We live in this world of so many different options, especially when it comes to feeling better, the physical body, mental body, energetic body. And I'm not knocking any of this, especially the modalities and things, yet it can get overwhelming. What actually is going to be helpful for me? So with the understanding of we already hold our own wisdom and knowledge inside the body, if you, again, slow down, take time to intentionally slow down and receive the messages, the information that is coming to you, through your body, telling you exactly what it is that you need. You need to drink more water. And it'll come up as a thought. I need, and these are just, I'm just spewing out things. Listen to what resonates with you and your body. I need more vitamin D. Where I live right now, we have not seen the sun for more than like 5 minutes, and it feels like weeks. Yet I know that we're still receiving the light, the plasma from the sun, because I can feel it. I'm experiencing it. But again, if we're not intentionally, consciously open to receiving what is being sent to us, for us, as by way of information, and it's going to come through the chakra systems. It's going to come through the energy system of the body. It's going to come through as an idea, as a thought, as a vision, as I just heard myself tell myself something. It's going to come through as also aches and pains and ailments, because the body is detoxing. Each and every time we go through these waves of high intensity, high frequency energy, it destabilizes the body intentionally. We're meant to slow down so that we can allow the body room to acclimate, bring in, receive what is coming in, and do whatever it is meant to do, the adjustments, the information, the guidance in all different scenarios. And this is an amazing experience to have. We have not had this type of experience here on the planet in our lifetime, but in many, many lifetimes. So it is new, it is different, but it is also there. If you slow down enough to intentionally be open to receiving what is coming in, it's going to resonate. It's going to make sense more and more and more over time. You will develop new patterns, and you can keep your day-to-day whatever if it's something that you enjoy, yet you're also going to develop a pattern of, I need to take 10, 15 minutes to myself, slow down before I race out the door, and receive, you know. So, with that said, that was the main message that I've been receiving over and over and over again. I'm sorry, I am not playing around today. One other thing that we are experiencing as we get a lot of the high frequency waves coming in and we're receiving them, it is also bringing a big opening for also the trickster energy, or the other side of that energy to show itself. And use discernment, especially when you're starting to feel and recognize like things just, certain scammers may come on, or something doesn't resonate or doesn't quite make sense. Trust that. Trust your intuition. Trust your spidey senses. Yeah, so many of us are feeling tired, worn out. A lot of people are getting sick, myself included. And that is my body's way of telling me, slow down. I'm going to tell you what your body needs. I'm going to tell you what I need. And really listen to it. That is our bodies hold intelligence, and we're receiving intelligence from not just the sun, but the sun has been very very giving lately. Excuse me. I'm going to just clear that energy. I did my last live, I think it was a live, I did on some of the shadow and the trickster energies that are around. And it's an opportunity for us to take a look at our shadow. How experiencing the shadow or the darkness in another, what that feels like, what that brings up for us in our own shadow. Does it bring up fear? Does it bring up anger? So I'm just going to pull a couple cards. I don't have a whole lot of time this morning. I'm actually supposed to be somewhere in an hour, so. $11 minutes, 11 seconds when I looked up at the timer. Slow down. Let the body, and this has been such a strong message. I apparently hadn't understood the importance of this. Not just Four of Swords, but this is also just a reminder to like stress the importance of slowing down and understanding that we are receiving upgrades. Call it an upgrade. But we got to slow down to allow the body to receive it, allow it to absorb it, allow it to acclimate and adjust and do whatever is organically is designed to do. We are designed to receive this information. We are designed to receive this energy. So don't let anybody fool you. When you're seeing spikes in the Schumann, when you're seeing the solar flares, don't panic. Actually get excited, like good. Here's a whole nother flash of more information and awakening. I want to call it awakening juice. Just stuff that's really going to help us along the way. But we have to consciously be aware of what we're receiving. Slow down. Let the body do its thing. Let the body process, acclimate, adjust, and really intentionally take that time to receive the new information that's coming into you. It is personal to each and every one of us. It is personal and impersonal, but the personal messages that you receive are your internal, it's linked to your internal navigational system that's linked to the higher frequencies navigational system, and you're going to find guidance, support. You're going to know, you're going to have an internal knowing of, I just know that I need to start drinking more water. I need to start change from coffee to herbal tea. Your body's speaking to you. And this is just on the physical level. It's also going to guide you into what to release, what it's time to release from. People, places, things, belief systems. This is big. So each time we get these big waves and you feel the body's just like, oh, I am exhausted. I need to slow down. Of like, get down. Get down. Rest. Nest. Receive. It's good for you. My guys are like, when I was a kid, eat your peas. Eat your peas. It's good for you. Yeah. So the moon, which lies in the underbelly of the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. This is also our emotions. It's connected. The moon regulates our emotions. You can look to the moon if you need help regulating your emotions. If they're too much, if they are really big, slow down, connect to the moon. Connect to yourself. Allow the emotions to rise. Don't attach to them, meaning identify with them too much, but allow them to show you what it is time to release from. This is the perfect thing for this morning. I need this. Hello, Finding Joy. And it's really difficult for us humans on this planet at this time to slow down, because we are in this world of stimulation and programming. And even if you really purposely bring yourself into a very isolated place and state, we're still energetically tied to all of this chaos and a lot of things happening, basically. So the one thing that we can truly do to help ourselves through this is to intentionally slow down, intentionally receive what is coming in. And wherever you find yourself guided, whatever you find yourself in resonance with, that is coming not from anybody else, not from the television set, not from anywhere else, but from a place of resonance, from a place within. And then trusting that. There's the Fool. Truly just throwing your arms up and saying, I surrender. Show me. I'm opening myself up to receiving the information, the assistance, the guidance that is coming in. I now am aware that I've been resisting it, I've been fighting it and not even realizing it. And when you do finally slow down, you'll start to recognize and see in hindsight all of the signs, all of the ways that energetics, your guides, and others have been trying to get us to slow down, just to receive this. These are gifts. They're light codes. It's information. It's information that is linked to deep information we carry in our body, in our Akashic records, which is also linked to the emotional field and linked to the moon, our emotions, that which we cannot always see, but we certainly feel and we certainly experience. I think the biggest message here is truly to not only rest, but to trust. Not resist what's coming up, what is being shown, where we're being guided, because it is truly meant to empower us and unite us and bring us to the next state, the next pathway, the next place that we are, each and every one of us, heading to. And we're doing this together. So we're all kind of walking each other home in a sense. And we're also doing it individually at the same time, which is, it's a beautiful, miraculous thing. So take it as it resonates. I'm going to get one last message for us all. And we're going to pull it from the Starseed Oracle. I knew that the messages had been slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, receive. But I did not receive the full message as to the extreme importance of that. Because if we don't It's a wasted. We just, the energy washes in and washes out, and we just feel frazzled and even more tired, and we have to wait till the next wave. So it's like the body, if we don't give the body time to adjust and acclimate and everything, it eventually just kind of dissolves out of us, and we're not receiving the information, the guidance, and basically it affects our DNA. And if we're not slowing down enough to receive it, it's not doing what it's designed to do. So we have to get into a state of receiving and allowing. I guess that would be a good thing with the Four of Swords, the Fool. Receiving and allowing whatever emotional state flows through, whatever arises from the unconscious or the subconscious into the light of consciousness, our shadow, our divine nature, as well as our shadow. It's all there, and it's all coming to the light of consciousness to be transmuted. So if you're experiencing something with another person right now, for example, and they're acting a certain kind of way or bringing up their own traumas and their own shadow, hold compassion in your heart, and really try to bring yourself back to view it from a bigger picture. What is this showing me? What is this showing me within me? Is this showing me something that I still need to look at? Or is this showing me that I can now have complete and utter compassion and love for someone who may be spewing nasty words or gossip or anything towards me, because I no longer have that shadow aspect activated and alive in my system anymore. I can see this from a new perspective. I can see that this person is still going through their healing process, going through their shadow work, whether they're conscious of it or not. And that's how we also energetically help each other. It's kind of like step back, don't get involved in the drama, but see it. Check to see what is it bringing up in you, and if it's bringing up only compassion and empathy, then you know that you've worked through that aspect of your shadow already. Not that it doesn't exist still, but it's no longer active enough in your system that it's going to take over you anymore. You're conscious. You've brought it to the light of consciousness. This is how we are each other's teachers and students. Stepping back is the best way to show love. Yes, finding joy. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you know, and the thing is, when you know that you can, and it is not taking from you or depleting from you, you know that you've mastered that stage of your evolution, of your healing. It's not easy. It's not easy. And we'll be doing this in many different shadow aspects of ourselves. So the more we can be conscious and aware of that, the faster we're going to evolve through this as well, and assist others, because we are all energetically connected. We don't need to be like the town crier and screaming like, hey! No, this is an energetic game. This is an energetic experience. And you can't bypass, and you cannot prematurely forgive and prematurely move on. The universe is going to constantly bring us back to our shadow to bring it to the light of consciousness for healing, for releasing, for letting go. And once that's finally done, we get that final test of like, I see where you're at, and I'm sending you love and compassion and empathy, because I was there once too, and I understand. That's it. Nothing's taken personally. It doesn't take from you to actually give that love and that compassion. That is a beautiful energetic exchange that we can give each other when we're ready. When we're ready. We have to be ready. So, final message for us all. How are you guys doing, by the way? I'm glad to see that you are all on here. And I feel like we have 2 messages here. Wow, okay. I feel like, and I don't like to put dates on things very specifically, but as far as it goes with like the next wave of big solar activity, it's most likely going to be starting to experiencing it by Sunday, Monday of this week, the 4th and 5th. And ironically, that's the same time that Mercury moves into Aquarius and begins to really conjunct Pluto. So there's a lot of things that we're moving into another big release, another big aha moment, another grand awakening is just around the corner for us all. Finding Joy says, it's still depleting, so I guess I haven't mastered it. Well, even just the awareness that it's depleting you, you're on your way. Self-mastery is not easy, and it's taken me, and I'm not there in all aspects of my life, but certain shadows that I've been very aware that the universe has been bringing to my attention over the last couple of years. It's just allow whatever comes up and honor that, work through it. And we can still practice stepping back, giving compassion and empathy, but also if you're still feeling there's a depletion from you, honor what is coming up for you. Honor the emotion that you may be exiling or overriding in order to give compassion and empathy. So that's why it's depleting, because there's a part in you that still hurts. And if we don't actually dialogue with that part that's hurt and honor that part, it's not going to be easy to give. It just isn't. It's an organic process that happens. So you're definitely on your way. We got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And we have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. And that's a perfect way to wrap this up, because that's what's going on. We're having we're being flooded with high frequency light energy, high frequency light codes, information that is designed to really crack us open and bring to the surface that which has been suppressed, repressed, drowned out. And we're being asked to surrender. Allow what is happening to happen. It's designed to awaken us further to new evolutionary experiences that we are going to be having. Let's read this from the book. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith, and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds, and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen, so surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurts happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah, it's really important that those of us that are consciously on the spiritual path, consciously on the awakened path, consciously understanding that there are energetics working for us and they don't always feel good. They are not always pleasant to experience. And we don't need to understand them so much as surrender and allow them to show us what they are designed to show us. So I'm going to read one last card that came out, which is A New Earth. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You chose to be here, to be a part of this global shift, whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation. Keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep. For if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've carefully planted and nurtured grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. And that brings up another really great point of some of the messages that I've been receiving. You know, a lot of us have been experiencing lately, things that we thought were going to be one way turn out to be a lot of chaos, or there's a lot of changing that's going on within the dynamics of whatever, so it's really saying don't give up. Try not to even logically come up with a story as to what's going on right now, because everything around us is shifting, changing, crumbling, rebuilding, as well as ourselves. And when we're cracked open and go through the awakening, we begin to have a vision or a resonance. There's a powerful fiery passion, energy that is ignited inside of us that usually steers the direction of where we're going. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it unfolds exactly as we vision, and other times it kind of takes us on a journey of its own. But the intention behind the vision, which is to create something new, something different than what we've been experiencing, something more harmonious, something more in alignment with our true nature, with Mother Nature, with the humanity that we know that we are deep down inside. And don't give up. Things outside of ourselves may not look harmonious or even hopeful, but that is only because things are shifting and changing everywhere. So it's happening. These changes are happening. We may also be going through a whole nother wave of being cracked open more. Allow that. That is okay. We're going to be cracked open over and over and over again in our lifetime. And the more that we surrender and allow and trust that it is happening for a much bigger purpose and a bigger plan than our logical minds could tell us, and kind of just be open to the adventure of it. Well, wonder where this is going to take me now. You will see things start to open up in a much more, well, they're saying miraculous, but things are changing and shifting, and you really can't deny that. A lot of times it's got to get darkest before the light shines brightly all over again. So these are the messages that I have for all of us today. And I did want to come on live because I usually do my live streams Friday evenings, but I won't be home tonight. So this message has been really pressing on me very strongly since last night to share, especially with this next wave of energy that's going to be coming in. And you may already be feeling it. You may be feeling it now. We've had so many waves of it come in. Listen to the body, slow down, receive what's coming in. And we've got to slow down to receive it. Otherwise, it's not doing anything. This energy is even designed to help us heal certain physical ailments within the body. But if we're not slowing down to receiving it, it's just going to cause more aches and pains and more, not that the aches and pains, those are, our cells and our everything in our body is water. So we're going to go through some labor pains for sure when we change. But all in all, the body is an extremely intelligent instrument that is designed to guide us and give us information. And we're in a point in time where we are really open conduits to receiving this information from not just the sun, but the sun is a big part of it. So that's the message I have for us all. Thank you guys all for joining me. And yeah, I enjoy your, let me just see if anybody else, oh yeah, I enjoy your participation. Thank you, Finding Joy. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I'll be back on whenever I feel called to share important messages like this. I will be on. So, hi Martin. Hopefully some French toast for the cure. Appreciate the message. You're welcome. French toast sounds good. Sending love to you guys all. Have a beautiful rest of your day or evening, wherever you are. Take care.